Oops, wrong game. Hey everyone, welcome back to another Saga Frontier video. So I've been meaning to make this video, to be honest, because Saga Frontier has a long list of weapon name. So on today's video, I am going to make a top 10 best sword that I can think of, and I am also going to show you where you can find it. My number one, it is Golden Lion. So Golden Lion has the highest attack point in Saga Frontier for sword. The thing is, Golden Lion is locked behind Asura's chapter. Like it or not, you have to play through the Asura's chapter. I mean, Asura's chapter is interesting, so I don't think you're gonna get bored with Asura's chapter, especially now you have like a different way to run away from Fascinaturu. And also, the only character that has 3 ending, if I'm not mistaken, is Asura's. I might be wrong, so if I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section down below. Move on to number 2. So the thing about Dragon Sword, back in the original, you can only find it in Thundragon. And Thundragon usually came along with Crystal Tree. They never come as like a solo monster. So if you find a Crystal Tree on a Biolab in Strike, usually you would find a Thundragon coming along with the Crystal Tree. That's the only way you would find a Thundragon. But in the remastered, I have 2 if I'm not mistaken. Where is the other one? Okay, yeah, I got 2 because I thought it only drops from Thundragon, but I got my first one from a Black Dragon. And you can farm Black Dragon either in the Biolab in Strike or on Muspelberg when you're doing arcane quests from Erpo. So if you're on the way to recruit Fuse or Suzaku, you can just recruit them while farming the Black Dragon, because the Black Dragon cave is at the same place where you can recruit Suzaku and also Fuse. And if you want to see a video on how to recruit all the characters in the game, there's a link on the description down below where I put all my Saga Frontier playlists. You can check down there. But remember one thing, it is not a common drop. It is a super rare drop, so you need to at least, I don't know, grind a bit, I suppose the word that I'm looking for. And my second one dropped from a Dragon Lord from Blues chapter. So I don't know if they changed it, but on the original you can only find it from Thundragon, and somehow in the remaster I got it not from a Thundragon. So maybe they change it. I don't know. Maybe the devs can confirm it, or somebody else can confirm it. Let me know on the comment section. So let's move on to the third one. So the third one, in my opinion, is Phantasm. Fun fact about Phantasm, I know the old player, the one that played the original, would know what Phantasm is. But for newer player, Phantasm is not Phantasm back then. It's called Asura. So the thing about Asura, or it's called Phantasm now, back then on the original, aside from getting all this attribute every time you equip the Asura or Phantasm, your attack, like normal attack, changed to a skill named Asura, or now it's called Phantasm. You got a hidden skill, like a counter attack that is not on your skill list. It's called Asura Revenge. So it works like Deflect, where it activates randomly, but it's called Asura's Revenge back then. I haven't seen this one yet on the remastered, so I don't know what is it called in the remastered. But if somebody else already saw it, like, would you mind let me know what's the name on the remaster version of the Asura Revenge on the comment section down below? So Phantasm, you can get it with any character, but you need to finish either the light magic or the shadow magic gift, and then either the rune magic or the arcane magic. And then after you're done with either of those two, you just need to go to Musperryburg and then talk to Virgil. And then after you basically check on the times, and you go back to Virgil, report it, and then he would send you to Fascinaturu. And if you remember, this is where Asura's chapter starts. So all you need to do is talk to this guy, and there you go. Phantasm is there for you to buy. But remember, you buy Phantasm not with your credits, but with your life point, which means if you buy it, you would be left with 6 life point. So remember that. Okay, on to the next one. So number 4 on my list is going to be the best katana in Saga Frontier. So in case you didn't know, there is 2 types of sword in Saga Frontier. The difference is katana has 4 exclusive skills that you can only learn if you're using a katana. You can't learn their skills, or even if after you learn the skills, you can't use it if you're not using a katana. The way to get it, there is 3 ways. 1, before the last boss in Asura's chapter. 2, it's on the Black Ray on Red's chapter. But the thing is, you need to choose either getting a 1 silver moon, or you get the best suit in the game. But I would suggest just go for the suit, because the suit is more important and it's really hard to get the suit. So the third way to get a silver moon is you need to go to the Moose Tomb, and then next to Rofus, open this door, which you can see there is 2 chests over there. It's like 1 small and 1 big. So usually the bigger one is a mimic, and you can farm the mimic to get Silver Moon, because Silver Moon is one of the rare drops that a mimic will drop. Just make sure you quick save before you fight the mimic, or there is a way to respawn this big and small chest, but that's gonna be a topic on another video. Number 5 would be a Kusanagi. The way to get a Kusanagi is the same way where you recruit King Sei. And if you wanna know how to recruit King Sei, it's on my recruitment video. The link is on the description down below. It's basically on Sei's Tomb. Choose either recruit Sei or ask him for an item and he would give you a Kusanagi. So we're going to this number 6 on my list, which is an Obsidian Sword. So Obsidian Sword is a rare drop from a Fat Devil. So if you're on a mid-tier fight, all you need to do is go to the Biolab and then go up here, and usually this one is a Fat Devil. Yeah, that one. So this one would drop a Obsidian Sword as a rare drop. If it doesn't drop, you can just go back down and then go back up, and that's it. All you need to do is just farm that guy until he drops the Obsidian Sword. So move on to number 7. I'm gonna skip Null Blade, since Null Blade is something that you can just buy outright in Kurong. The next one would be Comet Blade, and the only way you would get a Comet Blade is if you recruit Gen from your arcane quest to Wakatu. The reason I choose Comet Blade because the Comet Blade has a millionaire technique, which is basically, back then it's not called millionaire technique, it's called meteor swarm or something, because basically spawns a comet, a meteor. So I don't know why they call it millionaire, but that's number 7. And if you want to know how to get the Comet Blade and where's the blade chamber, I also had a video on how to find the blade chamber, and the link is all down on the description on the playlist. You will find it there. Move on to number 8. I would say the Lordstar. You can find it in Musperberg the same way where you're going to recruit Fuse and also Suzaku. So after you fight the black dragon and the red dragon inside the cave, the Lordstar is one of the items that is behind those dragons. The Braveheart skill buffed up your stats in the battle. The number 9 is going to be Glirandly. If you see it has a different color, it's because if you put it on a character, you can't remove it unless you use the final strike. But the thing is, if you use the final strike, you would also lose the sword. So I would suggest, if you want to use the Glirandly for the plus 10 boost stats, don't use the final strike, just put it on the character where you want to boost the stats, but finish the chapter, and then on New Game Plus, the Glirandly will be there on your equipment list, so you don't lose it at all. Because I'm gonna show you how annoying it is to find a living sword. Remember earlier where I just told you where to find a mimic? So basically, living sword is also a random enemy there. So you can either get a mimic or a living sword. That's annoying number 1. Annoying number 2, you need to wait for the living sword to possess you. But make sure before it possesses you, you have an empty slot on your character. That's annoyance number 2. Annoyance number 3, it can take a while, and living sword hit really hard sometimes, especially if you're under level. So I'm gonna put a video here so you can see, because I was basically just doing an off-cam grinding and I found a living sword. So I just fire up my OBS without my mic on, so you can see how long I am waiting until this sword possesses me. Okay, so you've seen it. That is how you get a Glirandly. If you ask me personally, it is worth it. That is why I put Glirandly on number 9. As much as I hate it, I'm not gonna lie, the plus 10 for all the stats is really helpful. Gonna go with the last one, which is a Jackal Sword. So this sword, you can find it on the basement of Omi. The funny thing about this sword is, since the original, this sword is a sword that is kinda overlooked because if you go to the Omi basement on the Lord's Manor in the basement area, it's kinda hidden in a plain view. No, wait. That's an emo band. It's hidden in a plain sight. So I'm gonna show you where to find it. So on this Lord Manor, all you need to do is go to the basement. I forgot how annoying, there's a lot of enemies here. And then kill this stupid devil squid. Okay, after you kill the devil squid, just go here and just go to the bottom pit. Okay, so I'm done with all the monster cleaning. So on this area, you would find Max Cure, Armor Glove, Shell Bracer, but Jackal Sword is also in this area. And like I said earlier, it is hidden in a plain sight. So how to find a Jackal Sword? Just go over here, and then if you're on a keyboard, just click it, and then you would see a Jackal Sword. Now you got why I said it's hidden on a plain sight. You won't see it until you're clicking around this area. So that is my top 10 pick for the best sword that is available in Saga Frontier. Do you guys agree with it, or do you guys have a different list of the best sword that you can think of? Let me know in the comment section down below. And also, before I end this video, I've been meaning to make a top 10 armor list as well, but I want to ask you guys first, should I combine it with a different type like headgear, boots, clothes? Should I just combine it all in one big 10 list? Should I just like make a top 10 and combine it all in that top 10? Or should I make it separate? Let me know in the comment section down below. And I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. Stay safe everyone. Bye-bye.
Wait a minute!
Hi. So, before I really end this video, I am gonna give one sword as a honorable mention because this sword is really useful for your mage. So it's called the Silver Spread. The Silver Spread, the attack is 22, but the point of using this sword is not for your physical attack, it's more to buff your psychic attack because it gives you plus 22. And also, if you have arcane magic, especially the gift arcane magic that is called Full, if you use a Silver Spread on it, for example, as my rogue, I use it as Silver Spread, and I have full equip on my skill list, you can have a skill that will pop up automatically called Silver Fangs, and it only uses 5 Jutsu points. Yeah, I finally get that JP is Jutsu point. So I have to give Silver Spread as a honorable mention, and since I am here in the Time Lord region, this is where the easiest way for you to farm for the Silver Spread. So you need to go back to the first area of the Time Lord region. So here on the first area of Time Lord region, you need to fight this one. And this is a wonder drop with a stray shield. And the one that is dropping as a rare drop for the silver spread is those stray shield. So if you want to farm for the silver spread, just fight this enemy, and if you don't get the drop, you just go to the next area, go back, and then the enemy would respawn. So there it is, guys. I am really sorry I forgot to mention the silver spread. After I turned off the OBS, I went to off-cam grinding, and then on the Time Lord region, I was like, wait, I was about to say something about the silver spread. That's why I turned the OBS on again. So this time, I am really going to see you on the next video. Bye guys.